Hey, my name's Grant Cardone, best-selling author of 7 books, 13 best-selling business programs that you might not know about, and I want to talk to you about finances today. Most people don't know this, but in addition to the other things that I've done in my life, one of the things that I've done extremely well is finances. And over the last 45 years, I've been studying money, wealth creation, and in that period of time, I've accumulated almost $1 billion worth of real estate, 4 companies that'll produce over $150 million this year, 40 million of it, which comes out of this office right here, doing e-commerce, okay? Webinars, events, online products, e-commerce, affiliates, things that is current today in the marketplace. And one of the things I want to do with you today is share with you the 3 mistakes that I've made with money. I could probably go on for hours doing this, but I just want to take 8 or 9 or 10 minutes to spend with you to talk about 3 mistakes you don't want to make, you want to avoid, so you can get to where you're going faster. Look, it hadn't always been this kind of story where I had $1 billion worth of real estate paying me every month, multiple flows of income. I haven't always had all these great things happening. In fact, I grew up by a single mother, raised 5 kids. She was clipping coupons. We were saving everything. 1,400 square foot house, 5 kids. My dad died when I was 10, and that sucked out all the success of the family and the person who was out there earning money. And it left me in a vacuum where from the age of 10, I just wanted to help my mom. At 13 years old, I couldn't help her, and I was frustrated. At 15, I was dying inside because my mom was terrified because she was worried about the life insurance, the death insurance that my dad left was going to expire before she could get her boys to school and take care of the family and feed us and all the things every mother, every good mother wants to do for her children. So at 16 years old, I'm sitting there probably like you, like, I don't want money for a car. I don't want money for a house. I don't want money to be a big shot or have a bigger watch. I just wanted money to take care of my mom, and I couldn't. And so since the age of 15 or 16, I have always wanted money. In fact, I ended up going to school in college because I wanted to learn about money. I borrowed money to learn about money. It was crazy. I spent 5 years in college, going to college to get an accounting degree that I hated, by the way. I ended up in debt. And when I finally got out of college, that I hated going to every day, and not having a job every day, not having income coming in while I was going to college, I got out of college and I couldn't even get a job in the field that I had borrowed money and studied in. $40,000 worth of debt, no income, don't feel good about myself, no confidence, still can't take care of my mother at 23. So imagine this, I'm now going from 12 years old to 23 years old, 11 years, all I wanted to do was take care of my mama, and I couldn't even take care of myself. My rent was $275 a month at 23 years old, and most of the time I couldn't pay on time. But I had this thing inside of me that says, God, I want to take care of my mom. I want to take care of my family. I want to get the money thing right. I had borrowed money to go to college to learn about money, only to find out when I got out of college, I knew nothing about money. Checking accounts, savings accounts, budgets, finance, multiple flows of income, cash flow, how to create income, how to keep income, how to make investments. I knew nothing. Now, I can't go over all that today, otherwise we'd be here a couple days. And frankly, I could talk on this topic for a couple days, but what I do want to do with you is I want to share with you how at the age of 25 to where I am today, how I have accumulated $1 billion worth of real estate, 4 companies that will do just out of this little room will do 40 million bucks this year, okay? If I bring you back to the other offices and my other locations, we'll do about $150 million this year in new income, and that happens every year. There's multiple companies, there's partnerships, we have affiliates, we have license around the world. And remember, 25 years old, I was broke in every way except one. And maybe that's where this video today finds you. Okay, things aren't going well, you don't have the money you want, maybe you're at a job you don't like, maybe you're in debt, okay, maybe you have a bad credit score. I've had all this has happened to me. Maybe you don't have the car you want, or you don't live in the place you want, and you can't take care of your mom either. I'm telling you, you can get out of this trap, okay? But I'm gonna share with you 3 mistakes that I made that could be affecting you right now. Let's face it, look, there's a lot of money on this planet. If you don't have any, if you don't have what you deserve, if you don't have money equal to what your talent, your intelligence, and your hard work is, Listen to what I'm telling you right now. If you don't have the money equivalent to your hard work, to your ethics, to who you are, it's because you have the wrong information. I know I did. Okay, I'm gonna share with you 3 things. Number 1 thing, 3 money mistakes I made that has cost me not millions, but hundreds of millions of dollars and a tremendous amount of worry. So first money mistake I want to share with you is this. Money is complicated, okay? Overly complicated. It has been made too complex by your mom, your dad, your uncle, the schools, even your church, the economy. The media has overcomplicated finances, okay? I did this. I thought it was complicated. I thought it was big words. I thought I had to study and read books and listen to the CNBCs and read the Forbes magazines and the smart monies and be in mutual funds and ETFs, and I had to diversify. It's bullshit. You don't need to do any of that. Money is simple. It is so simple, okay? It is unbelievable. If you simplify money and get out of the complexities, you will have more money. It is not complicated like you're told. You don't need to know about diversification. You should not be investing early. You should not buy a house. Renting is better than owning. Trust me, I can prove this to you. I can validate it to you by some of the wealthiest people on the planet, including some of the biggest banks in the world. Things are complicated, okay? Diversification is not a good thing. It is a complicated thing that forces you to invest with Wall Street, okay? You don't have money. Most people don't have money. 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 64% of Americans have no money for retirement, okay? 60% of Americans have less than $1,000 in an emergency. Why? They're all stupid. They're all dumb. They're all ridiculous. They're all lazy. No. And I know you probably said that to yourself because I said it to myself. I'm lazy, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I'm unlucky. I must have done something wrong when I was a teenager, and that's why I don't have money. The truth is, I fit in all these columns just a few years ago. Couldn't retire, didn't have money for retirement, didn't have money for savings. I'm operating on a budget for one reason. I did not understand how simple money is. What if it was simple? Okay, what if it was so not complicated that you're like, I can go get money, I know where to take that money, I know where to put that money, and I can go get some more money and put that money in another place, and that money is, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna collect it, I'm gonna save it in a safe place where Wall Street doesn't get it, and I don't see it again, and then I'm gonna know where to put it so that it starts multiplying and I create multiple flows of income. Second mistake I made is I had a saving mentality. Most of America does, most of the world does in fact. I had a saving mentality, a budget mentality because of the way I was brought up, rather than an income mentality. See, I was brought up when my mom was clipping coupons, right? I was told a penny saved is a penny. A penny saved is, what is it? Penny earned. Is a penny earned. And save your money, protect your money. My daddy taught me before he died, he's like, don't lose money, don't play with money, save your money, protect your money. Look, as long as you're doing that, you're not earning money, okay? You don't want a saving mentality. We got to switch this over, and I can help you do this. We need to switch this from a saving mentality to an income mentality. Again, there's no shortage of money on this planet. We got to shift your mentality, your think, to offense from defense. You're on defense all the time. The books even tell you this. Some of the most famous financial books talk about save your money, okay? There's a book right now out saying you should invest in a home, finance it for 15 years, live out of a brown bag lunch. How many of us have been told that? Don't go to Starbucks, don't buy that expensive coffee. Start saving your money right now, early. That's what I was brought up on. I was told to do all that. Just 8 years ago, I changed all this. I went from literally being worried about money every day to I can't destroy the money I have. As soon as I shifted from saving to income, how do I produce it? How do I collect it? How do I get lots of flows of it coming my way? This is so easy, it's unbelievable. Now you're saying, hey, yeah, but tell me how, man. Tell me how do I do that? First thing you got to do is you got to get off the mistakes. If you're living by the mistakes, you can't play offense. If you're playing defense and protection, save your money, protect it. This money, just a simplified thing. This is a piece of paper, okay? This piece of paper is worthless if it's not used. It is worthless in the bank, except it is valuable to the bank. When I take this money, this $1,000 in my pocket, and I give it to a bank, what does the bank do? They put it back to use into the marketplace and multiply it 5 and 6 times. What do? You take your money, put it in the bank, it sits there and dies. It's going down in value every day, right? Money's like a legal pad. Money's like a piece of paper. It's like this piece of paper. If this piece of paper sits on my desk and I never use it, I never take notes on it, I never write it, I never pass it on, it's worthless, right? I have to use money, earn it, okay? I gotta multiply it, and to do that, you have to use money, all right? I'm gonna do a training for you at grantcardone.com/money where I'm gonna explain this in detail, how to do these things. But I want to share with you today just the 3 mistakes I make that kept me not from millions of dollars, but hundreds of millions of dollars. It kept me from the ability to take care of not just my mom, but my entire family and my church and all these employees, okay? 3rd mistake I made was this: multiple flows of income, okay? I was told repeatedly, and you even hear people saying it today, stay in your lane. Look, you need to own the whole highway, okay? Earning money is like a super highway. You want to have all the lanes, the rivers, the bridges. You want to be able to use a bunch of different flows to get to where you're going, which is ultimately where you want to go, is financial freedom. It is impossible to create financial freedom without multiple flows of income. In fact, it is said that the average millionaire has 7 different flows of income, and I'll tell you this, that's not true either. It's way more than 7. I want to show you how to grab this, okay? If you're interested in financial freedom, if you want to make a lot of money, earn a lot of money, keep a lot of money, and then multiply a lot of money, and not just for yourself. If your intention is, I want to help my church, I want to help my community, I want to have employees doing well, I want to have people that work for me or work with me or partners that are all doing well around me. If you're interested in a network of people that are doing well, not just the king making a bunch of money, grantcardone.com/money. It's a live training, okay? I'm gonna be live at this training, spending a couple hours with you talking about not just the mistakes, because let's face it, you can't just know what not to do. You have to know what to do in order to have the money that you deserve, okay? Mistakes I made was this: I complicated it. Number 2, I saved when I should have been earning. I played defense when I should have been playing offense. Most of the world's doing that today. And number 3, you need to get yourself involved in multiple flows of income. Now, one thing before we leave today, I want to share with you about the multiple flows. Almost everybody I've ever met in my entire career, millions of people, have tried multiple flows and failed. Most people try a second flow, ignore the first flow. Second flow they jump to, and they end up with one flow again, right? They ignored the first flow that they were dependent upon, moved to a second flow, started paying attention to the second flow, abandoned the first flow, and they end up with a second flow, but it's only one because they abandoned this one. That's the biggest mistake that you can make when you try to go to multiple flows of income. I'm going to show what's called symbiotics. When I move my finger, the rest of the hand moves, okay? They're called symbiotic. I'm going to show you in this live training how you can create 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th flows that actually benefit the first flow. It actually adds time to your day, doesn't take time away from your day. People ask me every day, dude, how do you get so much done every day? Because all my flows are symbiotic. They're all connected to this, okay? They go like this. The flows keep going like this to provide me with freedom, financial freedom, and time freedom, and choices, which is what wealth is about anyway. Wealth is not about money. Wealth is about choices. Wealth is about empowerment. Wealth is about a circle that gets bigger and bigger and helps more and more people. I hope you join me at my live training. It's at grantcardone.com/money, or just fill out the information below, grantcardone.com/money. I'm gonna tell you one last thing, okay? Look, I am better equipped in the 21st century, right here, right now, in this new economy. This is not your mommy and daddy's economy. It is definitely not your granddaddy's economy. You cannot afford to get your information off of TV and the mass media today because they're giving you information that is influenced by the people that want control of your money, okay? Not a conspiracy or anything, just the facts. Wall Street and the banks want your money, and they have created a system set up to give you the wrong data. It's not complicated. You don't need to save money, and you must create multiple flows of income that most of us are taught out of doing. Join me at the lab training. I'll show you how. I guarantee it's going to be the best 2 hours you spend in your life. People go to college to learn what I'm going to share with you in 2 hours. I'll see you there. Fill out the information.